In this video, I will show an overview of the UNHCEMS system. UNHCEMS was developed in 2000 by the University of New Hampshire. The goal of the system was to effectively manage chemical inventory and safety data sheets in a university, research-oriented environment. UNHCEMS proved to be successful not just by environmental health and safety staff, but also by the faculty, staff, and students who can access the system by simply loading it in their web browser on their PCs, Macs, iPhones, iPads, Androids, really any modern web-enabled device. Due to word of mouth, other universities started licensing UNHCEMS for their own campuses. This allowed us to expand UNHCEMS to manage other areas such as radioactives, biologicals, hazardous waste, and much more. UNHCEMS continues to evolve based on the needs of our subscribers. What you see on the screen right now is the dashboard. When you go to your UNHCEMS system and have not logged in, UNHCEMS identifies you as a guest user. The guest user has limited access to the system. You can search for safety data sheets and submit hazardous waste pickup requests. Let's look at searching safety data sheets. I will click the search link. This will open up a new tab on the top with a form where I can search several fields. Let's search for acetone. The system will look for anything that has acetone in the chemical name or chemical name synonyms. This screen is the results screen, or what I call Recordset. Recordset is an interactive tool used throughout the system to display data. In this case, we are displaying SDS records. The same tool is used if we were displaying chemical inventory results or displaying biological inventory. Once you understand this tool, you will understand how to report on all data in the system. So let me take a minute to describe all its features. Here you can see that 193 results were found. On the left side are the open record buttons. If I click one of these buttons, the system will open up the record. In this case, the record is the SDS document itself. Down below you see a pager mechanism where the results are displayed on multiple pages. This limits the data that is sent into your web browser. You wouldn't want to try and view 50,000 records on your iPhone. So by default the limit is 25, but you can set it to whatever you'd like. Or you can use the next page button or the previous page button to navigate through the pages. Back up above, I can choose to view other columns. Let's select MSDS date and manufacturer. In addition to selecting other columns, I can filter on a column. Let's choose to filter for SDSs from Sigma. Besides filtering, I can customize my sorts. Let's sort by MSDS date. And you can see that every time I add a sort, it adds it up here. So I can have multiple fields that I want to sort by. To remove a field, I can simply click it. So now my results are sorted by MSDS date. If I were logged in as on the top here, we have buttons to, let's see, refresh the page, and we also have a tools button right here. If I click that, you can see I can export the data in a variety of formats. If I were logged in as a real user, I would also have tools to save and load reports. This is a real time saver. You and your users will eventually configure searches for records they care about. Perhaps you care about what class 3 and 4 flammable liquids are stored at a specific location. You could perform a search and add this filter, then save the report. After saving the report, a direct link to that report will appear on your dashboard, and you can easily load it at any time with the latest data in the system. So we just reviewed the Recordset tool. Almost half of the reports and pages in UNHCEMS will use this tool. Because this tool is used everywhere, you will become an expert at it. Let's go back to the dashboard, and we can do that by clicking the Dashboard tab. You can see that my Search tab is still there. I can switch between these tabs by clicking on them. This allows you to multitask by having several tabs open at the same time. You can also close them by clicking the X button when you are done with them. The other component a guest user has access to is the Request Waste Removal form. If I click this link, the waste removal form will pop up. If I fill this form out, a waste pickup request will be generated and an alert will display on the dashboard of the user that is the designated hazardous waste pickup person. This concludes our overview of the system.